We've now roped in Dumisile Cele, Chief Executive Officer for Childline South Africa, as we look at child safety over the holidays. Good afternoon to you, and thank you so much for your time. So this story of 4 children missing from one household is devastating, to say the least. There are, of course, many more similar stories of missing children in South Africa. But what is your reaction as Childline South Africa, especially with this disturbing case where 4 children, all from one household, are missing?
Thank you, and thank you for the opportunity and for having us. It is absolutely devastating, and these are young children. To think that they are not at home, it must be difficult for them and for the family. And this is really just a tragedy for all of us in South Africa.
And the fact that they've been missing for 1 month, I mean, what are your thoughts in as far as having worked with, children that go missing in the country? What are the prospects here in terms of them being found and found safely?
I think it is really, again, of great concern that they have been missing for this long. My apologies, my colleague has just walked in. But also it is very difficult to say what could have happened to the kids. And from what the MEC has said, and all of us, we feel that one can only pray and believe that the children are safe wherever they are, and that they will return safe to their families.
When you look at, this kind of crime in the country, just talk to us about how widespread it is in the country, particularly during this time of year where children are at home most of the time. The schools have closed. As we've heard in this particular case, they were playing not too far from the house. But how widespread is the situation?
I think over this year and probably last year as well, we have noted that the issues of missing children, being abducted from their family homes, from school, it has certainly increased. So it is a worrying effect that we are noticing in our communities. And at this period, as you say, children are at home. They want to go out and play. But what is also of concern is, in most cases, parents are also very busy during this period. So issues of childcare and protection, they really should be a priority for us as grown-ups, so that we make sure we know where children are at all time, and also that they are being looked after. So that such incidences, we try and minimize them, of course, and really just ensure there is a safety and security structure around the children.
Especially when you consider that, some reports, especially one according to Missing Children South Africa, saying that 77 of the children who do go missing are found, but 77% of the 100 that go missing are found, but sadly leaving 23% of children who are either never found or found deceased, or in other cases also trafficked out of the country. When you look at that situation and those odds, what advice would you give to parents, particularly those that don't necessarily have an adult looking after their children? There's also parents that will probably be wanting to go to malls to do Christmas shopping, and during that time you do get disturbed. What should parents do, and what should they look out for specifically?
I think one child is too many. So any child who has gone missing and hasn't been found, that is a lot. Even those children who have been found, the trauma of being away from your loved ones, from your family, the trauma for the family themselves is really too much. So during this time, I think as the communities, we know that the perpetrators and the culprits are also out looking for opportunities where they can snatch a child, And what we know in some instances, obviously, it's people known to the children as well. So I think as families, as communities, we need to be extra vigilant. And when we talk about extra vigilant,
no,
yes.
continue, Dumisile.
Yes, I'm saying it is really knowing where your child is at all time and ensuring that you leave your child with someone who is trusted, someone who has time to look after the children. And also when we look at the holiday seasons, people are going to the beach, and that is also another risky environment where people go with children and children get lost in those environments.
All right, Dumisile, thank you so much for your time. That's where we have to leave it for now. Dumisile Cele is the Chief Executive Officer for Childline South Africa, as of course we look at just child safety around this particular time of the year.